Everybody, welcome back to DSR Sports. This is day 6 of covering the NBA, maybe 5. And we just got a blockbuster trade from the Charlotte Hornets and the Utah Jazz. I'll get to that in a moment, but we have some more news to cover. Starting with Boban Bogdanovic. He's going to retire after 11 seasons. He's sat out the last 14 months of action with a foot injury, and he decides to call it a career. His stats will be on screen. Congrats to him on an amazing career. I didn't get to watch him play much because he never was on the Cavs, and I'm just a Cavs fan, so I just watched the Cavs. But I'm sure he had an amazing career. I've heard of him for sure. He played for the Pistons, I know that. I don't know much about him, but congrats on a great career for him. LeBron is going to opt into his $50 million plus player option for next year for the Los Angeles Lakers. His stats will be on screen. LeBron had an amazing season last year, and this is not bias coming from me because he was a Cav for all those years. He legitimately played amazing, and I mean, if he can do that again, then $50 million might be a lot to pay, especially since Austin Reeves is considering leaving the Lakers for a bigger market. I don't know. Maybe he should have took a pay cut or something to keep Austin Reeves. That's good for LeBron. It shows that he can still play, and he says he knows they're kind of rebuilding in a sense, but he thinks that they could realistically win it all next year, which maybe easily. Yeah, the former Pistons player helped them go to the playoffs last year, was a key part of that squad. Is under federal investigation for gambling. Obviously, he played for the Pistons last year, helped them go to the playoffs, helped them win 2 playoff games. He was pretty good in the playoffs, I would say. But he's an upcoming free agent, and the Pistons were talking about re-signing him, but now the investigation is going on. He cannot re-sign a contract or sign with any team until they confirm or deny that he was gambling during the NBA season. It sucks because, you know, key player on the Pistons, he was a key rotation player, and obviously, I mean, if they see that he was gambling last season, it's probably not going to be good for him. Finally, we can get into the trade. The first trade in quite a little while, I would say. That's like a big trade. COLLIN SEXTON from the Utah Jazz is going over to the Charlotte Hornets. Also a 2031 first-round pick, I believe, in exchange for Jusuf Nurkic. Now, Jusuf Nurkic was traded from the Suns to the Hornets last season during the trade deadline. He averaged a respectable 9.2 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. Really good for a big man, especially with 3 assists a night. That's pretty decent in today's NBA. Collin Sexton averaged 18.4 points, 2.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists. Now, might have been a down year for him, but 18 points is nothing to be mired with. He's not going to be paired up with LaMelo Ball. I think this is a good trade. Let's get into the trade grade real fast. I'm going to give the Utah Jazz a B+. I mean, I know they needed like a solid center. Walker Kessler was not really good last season. He shot very bad from 3. I'm not sure if Jusuf Nurkic has a 3-point, but you know, backup depth is always good to have. Maybe he can be the starter over Walker Kessler. And then, you know, for the Hornets, I'm gonna give him an A-. I really want to see what Collin Sexton can do on a sort of rebuilding Hornets team. I'm not really sure where I'd categorize them. All the moves they made, I don't think they're rebuilding. They're kind of trying to contend, but they're not really contenders. It's kind of a weird, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. See you next time.